Hey closet pickers, welcome back. Today I'm going to take you for a test run. I changed out everything on this Les Paul. It's a Chibson, but I put in new P90s. I put in new volume and tone with bumblebee caps. And I changed out the toggle as well. Everything's cloth wiring. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you real quick here, but then I'm going to take you through the whole scenario of what it took to get there. Some parts were easy, some parts, well, needed a little extra love. But all I'm doing, I'm going straight from the guitar into the Princeton, but I'm using the matchless 112 as my cabinet. So stick around, let's see what she'll do. Take care. This is just straight from the guitar, straight into that Princeton right there. In the middle. Just the neck. That cleans up real nice, and when you want to crank it up, you. I've noticed that the bridge pickup is a lot quieter. Oh, take that back. This is the bridge. There you have it, guys. Now I'm going to take you through what it took to get it to this point. Take care. We are going to remove these P90s. Now keep in mind when these, I've already removed the screws. There's a screw here and a screw there that holds these in place. So I'm just going to take that out. And that's what she looks like. Obviously it has the cover on it. So we're just going to set that one to the side. Take this one out and do the same thing. Set that one to the side. And then we're going to get our new ones. And these are, if you can, I don't know if you can read it, but Red Rock guitar pickups. That's got the end there because that was the neck. And these are the standard versions. And these are hand wound in Michigan. So we're gonna run this. Now we're gonna get the rear. B is for bridge. And once again, standard. Take this protective coating off. To be honest with you, that's going in a lot easier than I expected it to. Let's see if this cover will fit in here. Okay, update. So what I'm having to do is, obviously you figured it out by now, this is a Chibson, and they didn't router out the pickup, or the wood rather, evenly. So I'm taking this Dremel and making the hole a little bigger, and hopefully that works. That's kind of what I'm hoping for anyway. So we'll see what we have. Clearly I would never do this on a several $1,000 guitar. I would take it to somebody who actually would do a better job. Try to move this piece out of here and I'll have to re-glue it because it's in my way. Yeah, that should be fine just to get it out of the way for a little bit. All right, let me get this all cleared out of here, cleaned up, and we'll see if it'll fit. Okay, well, they're in, and I had to do some modification, had to take away a little real estate, if you will. Had to use a Dremel and actually make the pocket bigger. They didn't route it completely. And with my first time doing it, I have to say I did have one mishap. Sorry, Jim, I know that would make you totally sick to see that. But a little black magic marker, and I can blame it on a really cool story from a gig or something like that, like a nasty bar fight or something. But they're mounted, and, you know, we're going to move on to the next step. I'm going to set the volume and tone pots. So hopefully I don't got to cut anything out of that as well. But here we go. Stick around. All right, closet pickers. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some copper, this tape here, and it will shield the inside of this cavity and hopefully help prevent some humming, any kind of interference that I would get. All right, I'm going to start that and I'll be right back. All right, closet pickers, as you can see, I now have this cavity here all coppered out and hopefully noise free. We'll know that when I hook it up to start playing it. Not too bad. It came out pretty good. Is it perfect? I don't think so, but if it does the job, I'm happy with that. So next we're going to set the shafts for the volumes and tones, and let's get started. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, closet pickers. I went to install the volume and tone. Now, what I've done here, here's what I'm putting in here. They have the bumblebee caps like they did in the 50s, and this was a custom-made volume and tone. I took the other ones out, but the shafts on these are bigger than the holes in the guitar. So I have to drill the holes out a little bigger. No big deal, right? Let's get to it. Now I noticed, if you notice here, I put tape on there and I've got indentations of where each hole is. And the tape is there. You drill downward on the guitar, never outward, because of the paint could flake coming out. So you want to drill down, and the tape will help hold everything in place. And also, you know, in case I need to break out the roller and have to repaint it. I'm kidding. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I have drilled through, and we're gonna see if these fit. And there we have it. Yes, they do fit. They fit in there nicely. Now what I have to do is determine the depth. So I'm gonna guess the shafts are sticking through pretty far, a little farther than what I would like them to. Let me see if I can get a picture. Well, that's not helping you, is it? So you can see that they come pretty far out. So I have to set a nut on the inside that'll act as a spacer. There's a better shot. So I'm gonna put a nut on the inside, act as a spacer, bring them down, you know, maybe like that. Like how I have that one there. So, all right, I'll be right back. Things are going well. One quick thing before I continue, I wanna take this tape off and we'll look together to make sure I didn't do any real damage. Well, I never claimed to be a luthier. Yeah, that's just a little bit of tape residue. So far, so good. No chipping. A little more tape residue. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Any other little imperfections that are around, you know, the washer's going to cover that up, so no one else is going to see it. Plus, the knob's going to be over it. So, it's a win. I'll be back. All right, closet pickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these nuts, and I'm going to put one on the shafts, like so. And it's going to be one of those, and then there's this is kind of your ratchet. It'll dig into the wood so it doesn't turn. And then when I get topside, I'm going to add a washer and then another nut. And it's going to be one of those, hope that I get all four even. So just kind of one of those, you have to just take it apart, move it a little more, take it apart, move it a little more. So I will be back and I'll let you know when I get it installed. And there we have it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought. I did have to do a little bit of, you know, taking one out, readjusting it. But you can kind of see the depth. You know, honestly, since this is your volume for your bridge pickup, you know, you may even want to put that up a little higher so it's a little easier to grab. Because Les Pauls can be kind of, when you're on the fly, it can be kind of difficult to mess with your volume controls. But yeah, it came out quite well. All right, I'm gonna get the knobs back on this and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. I also wanted to change out the toggle with a quality one with cloth wire. And I will be installing that. Now, I took out the old one already. This was the old one. It doesn't look like that great of a quality of a switch. So since I'm doing everything else, might as well change that out too, huh? Right? And plus, when I cut the wires out, I cut it too short, so this wasn't going to work anyway. So anyway, we'll just do that and put a new one in. So stick around. I'll be right back. All right, closet pickers, I am back. Sometimes feeding the wire through the cavity of the guitar can be very challenging. And just, I was a little worried at first. Oh, I forgot to take that off. Try to get that in through. It's kind of difficult because it's crazy. They put these connectors on the side. They're not making it easy. Oh, well, I guess when it comes to something like that, if it doesn't want to fit, I'm not going to say force it, but give it a little love and maybe it'll go through. There we go. And then I have plenty of wire now to attach to the pots. And then my switch is all good. And then I'll just put the old gold retainer back on this guy. Well, or will I? It's not looking like it. Of course not. Tell you some of this stuff, I mean, I guess that's why it's a Chibson. But I can live with it. It's a player guitar. This isn't a collector by any means. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing all this. Well, like I said, once again, Jim, if you're watching this, I am sorry. I know how you feel about marking up a beautiful guitar, but you got the high dollar Les Paul. This is the Walmart version. And notice how that toggle's going off to the side? I gotta fix that. All right, so it turns out I was not able to turn that switch because of the way it's made with the wires coming off the side. It protrudes too far out, so it will only fit if it goes into the cavity where the wires run down, where there's a hole. So, you know, with that being said, I can live with it. This is a player's guitar, and I mean, I could switch that, you know, buy a new switch and, you know, find another good one that will work that way. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me that much to do that. And it's off a little bit, and, you know, true Les Paul guys are going to go, hey, what's up with that? But like I said, this is a player's guitar. I'm just going to have fun with it. I wanted to put good components in it and take it out for a test drive and see what she does. So there it is. All right, closet pickers. And we're going to do one more thing to this. I have taken out the original, what came with this, the jack. You can see it's, you know, not that it's terrible, but it's, you know, the wiring and everything. So I did purchase this from the same company that I bought the switch and the wiring harness from. Again, cloth wire, very, very well built. And I want to give a quick shout out once again to Red Rock Pickups. They're based out of Michigan. Check them out. They're very affordable. They're hand wound, and I can't wait to hear them. I haven't heard them yet, but I'm going to give them a swing because I like supporting small business again, like I said, whenever I can. And then next is Carparelli, I think it's pronounced. I think they're out of Canada. They are the ones who built the tone and the volume, the wiring harness in that, the switch, the jack and everything. So go check them out. And I am in no way affiliated or sponsored with either one of these companies. I just like sharing the information of the things that I'm using. And once again, this is Terry with Guitar Closet. We hope to see you real soon. Thanks. And there we have it. Knobs are on. I'm not real crazy about how the knobs are fitting. I will say that. I may have to get some different knobs. I don't know. I mean, they work fine. I mean, but they don't feel like they really fit on the shaft. And I can be honest with you, when I was putting the bridge volume on, look at that. I hope I didn't ruin the pot because it's loose. It's the only one that's loose. If that's the case, I'll just have my guy put in a new pot. So I don't know if I'm going to tackle soldering this altogether. I did want to get it in there, but you know, I know my limits, and I don't want to take a chance of burning something up because you can get something too hot, and I'm not willing to do that. So I will take this and have it wired. But I hope you enjoyed what you've seen and watching and coming along on this journey with me. Thanks for sticking around. Check me out on my YouTube channel, Guitar Closet, and also see me on my webpage, guitarcloset.net. And when you get to YouTube, when you find my channel, hit that subscribe button. Once again, this is Terry with Guitar Closet. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.